Gemstones, nature's dazzling treasures, have captivated us with their radiant beauty and immense value since time immemorial. These brilliant wonders, birthed by the earth itself, are more than just beautiful baubles. They are a testament to the incredible processes that have shaped our world, a tangible piece of history that we can hold in our hands. From the fiery depths of the earth, gemstones emerge in an array of colors, shapes, and sizes, each with its unique allure. The deep blue sapphire, the vibrant emerald, the fiery ruby, the mystic opal, and of course the timeless diamond. Each gemstone has a story to tell, a charm that is unparalleled. Their allure extends beyond their physical attributes. Gemstones have been symbolic of power, wealth, and status for centuries. They've adorned crowns, embellished scepters, and have been the centerpiece of countless pieces of exquisite jewelry. Yet in our fascination and desire for these precious stones, there lies a problem. An issue that has become more prevalent in recent years: the influx of fake gemstones in the market. Every day, countless people are deceived by clever forgeries that mimic the appearance of real gemstones. These counterfeits, though visually similar, lack the unique properties that make genuine gemstones so valuable. They're like wolves in sheep's clothing, masquerading as something they're not. This is where the importance of authenticity comes into play. Knowing how to distinguish real gemstones from their counterfeit counterparts is crucial. It's not just about the monetary value, it's about appreciating the true essence of these natural wonders. It's about understanding the craftsmanship, the effort, and the geological processes that go into creating each unique gemstone. So how can we ensure that the gemstones we purchase are genuine? How can we navigate this minefield of fakes and forgeries? Knowledge and caution are our best allies in this endeavor. As the saying goes, all that glitters is not gold. Similarly, not all that sparkles is a genuine gemstone. In the world of gemstones, distinguishing the real from the fake is an art and a science combined. Now let's break it down a bit. Real gemstones are naturally occurring treasures, formed over millions of years under the Earth's crust. They are rare, beautiful, and quite valuable. On the other hand, fake gemstones, often termed as synthetic or simulated, are man-made replicas. They might look like the real deal, but they lack the unique characteristics and intrinsic value of natural gems. Now, how can you tell the difference? Well, there are 8 simple yet effective ways to do so. These methods range from tests you can do at home, like the temperature test, to more advanced techniques requiring professional tools and expertise, such as the professional appraisal. As we delve deeper, you'll become a more informed gemstone enthusiast, able to distinguish between genuine treasures and deceiving counterfeits. The first method to identify a real gemstone is the temperature test. Now you might be thinking, how can temperature help me? Well, let me enlighten you. Real gemstones, whether it's a diamond, ruby, or sapphire, have unique thermal properties. They are excellent conductors of heat. This means that they feel cooler to the touch than the surrounding temperature, especially when compared to their glass or plastic imitations. You can test this by touching the gemstone to your cheek or lips. They are more sensitive to temperature changes and can detect the coolness of the gemstone more accurately. But the temperature test doesn't end there. Real gemstones also warm up slowly when held. So, if you hold a gemstone in your hand for a while and it quickly gets warm, chances are it's not the real deal. A genuine gemstone will take longer to adapt to your body temperature, keeping its cool a bit longer. Now let's talk about their counterfeit counterparts. Fake gemstones, typically made of glass or plastic, don't have the same thermal properties. These materials will quickly match your body temperature, failing the temperature test. They also don't feel as cool initially because they do not conduct heat as well as real gemstones. So, the next time you're in the market for a gemstone, remember the temperature test. Feel the gemstone, hold it in your hand, see how it responds to your touch. Does it feel cool? Does it stay cool? If the answer is yes, you might just have a real gemstone on your hands. Mastering the temperature test is a cool way to identify a real gemstone, pun intended. It's an easy and quick method that might save you from falling for a sparkling imitation. So go ahead, test the temperature, and let the gemstone reveal its true nature to you. Next up is the hardness test, a gemstone's true measure of resilience. Now, what exactly does hardness mean when we're talking about gemstones? It's not about how tough they are in a fight. Hardness, in gemology, is a measure of how well a gemstone can resist scratches from common objects. Real gemstones forged over millions of years in the Earth's crust possess a certain level of hardness that makes them resistant to scratches. Think of a diamond. It's one of the hardest substances known to man, and it can scratch almost anything else. On the other hand, fake gemstones, often made of glass or plastic, can scratch quite easily. Even something as seemingly harmless as a coin or your fingernail can leave a mark on them. So a simple way to test a gemstone's authenticity is to try and scratch it. But remember, always be gentle. A real gemstone stands the test of time and your fingernail. The third method is the refraction test, where light reveals the truth. Now let's talk refraction. If you're not familiar with this term, don't worry, it's not as complex as it sounds. In the simplest terms, refraction is the bending or change in direction of light when it passes from one medium to another. For instance, when light moves from air into water, it changes its course, creating a refraction effect. So, what does all this have to do with gemstones, you may ask? Well, it's quite fascinating. Every real gemstone, depending on its type and quality, refracts light in a very specific way. This is due to their unique internal structure and density. Think of it as each gemstone having its own light signature, a one-of-a-kind light show that can't be replicated by ordinary glass or plastic. So how does one observe this refraction? Well, it's quite simple, really. All you need is a source of light and your gemstone. Hold the gemstone up against the light and observe how the light bends, shifts, and dances within it. A real gemstone will refract the light in a unique and often beautiful way, creating patterns and colors that are a feast for the eyes. In contrast, glass or plastic imitations lack this ability to refract light in the same manner. They might sparkle, yes, but the light doesn't bend or change direction in the same distinct way. Instead, the light passes through them in a more straightforward manner, lacking the mesmerizing dance of colors and patterns seen in genuine gemstones. However, it's important to note that different types of gemstones refract light differently. This means that the refraction test is not a one-size-fits-all solution. You'll need to do a bit of research on the specific gemstone you're testing to know what kind of refraction pattern to expect. Remember, the refraction test is just one of many ways to identify real gemstones. It's always best to use a combination of tests to ensure accuracy. So the next time you're questioning a gemstone's authenticity, let the light guide you. If the light doesn't lie, you've got a real gemstone in your hand. Our fourth method, the fog test, is as intriguing as it sounds. Picture this: you're in a chilly room, you take the gemstone and you breathe on it, just like you would fog up a window on a cold day. This creates a thin layer of condensation on the surface of the stone. Now here's where the magic happens. If you're holding a real gemstone, that fog will disappear almost instantaneously. Why, you ask? Because genuine gemstones have superior thermal conductivity. They dissipate heat faster than their faux counterparts. On the other hand, if the fog lingers, you might just be holding on to a piece of well-crafted glass or plastic. So next time you find yourself questioning the authenticity of a gemstone, remember this trick: breathe, observe, and let the stone reveal its truth. In the world of gemstones, the real ones never lose their clarity. The fifth method, the magnification test, requires a closer look. Now you might be wondering, what could possibly be the need for a magnification test? Well, my friends, the answer lies in the details. In the world of gemstones, details are king. They tell the story of a gemstone's journey from the depths of the earth to the dazzling ring on your finger. These details come in the form of natural inclusions or flaws that can be found within the gemstones. These inclusions are like fingerprints, unique to each gemstone, and are a testament to its authenticity. To perform the magnification test, you will need a jeweler's loupe. A jeweler's loupe is a small magnification tool that allows you to inspect gemstones closely. It's like a detective's magnifying glass for gemstones, and it's a must-have for any gem enthusiast. When you look at a gemstone under a loupe, you're looking for inclusions or flaws. These are usually small imperfections within the stone, such as tiny crystals, fractures, or growth patterns. They are a part of the gemstone's natural formation process and are often invisible to the naked eye. However, it's important to note that the presence of inclusions doesn't decrease the value of a gemstone. On the contrary, it increases it. These inclusions prove that the gemstone is real and not a synthetic or man-made imitation. Now, if you're inspecting a fake gemstone, you might notice that it lacks these inclusions. Or you might see bubbles inside the gem. Bubbles are a telltale sign of glass or plastic imitations. They are not found in real gemstones. So, next time you're inspecting a gemstone, remember to take a closer look. The magnification test is a powerful tool in your arsenal for distinguishing between real and fake gemstones. It's all about appreciating the beauty in the details, the tiny imperfections that make each gemstone unique. Under magnification, a real gemstone's natural beauty shines through, flaws and all. So, don't shy away from the loop. Embrace the magnification test and uncover the true story of your gemstone. The sixth method, the weight test, is all about feeling the difference. Now you might be wondering, how can weight help distinguish a real gemstone from a fake one? Well, it's quite simple. Real gemstones, owing to their dense crystalline structure, are generally heavier than their counterfeit counterparts of the same size. Consider this: if you have two gemstones, identical in size, but one feels noticeably heavier, that's a sign you might be holding a genuine gemstone in your hand. This difference in weight is due to the unique properties of the gemstone's intricate molecular structure. Fake gemstones, on the other hand, are often made from glass or plastic, materials that are significantly lighter. So the next time you're examining a gem, don't just rely on its shine or color. Give it a little heft. Feel its weight. Because when it comes to gemstones, weight matters. The seventh method, the color test, is a vibrant revelation. It's like a dance of hues and shades, a visual symphony that can tell you tales about the stone. This method is all about the richness, depth, and distribution of color in a gemstone. Now, real gemstones are nature's masterpieces. They have been formed over millions of years under intense pressure and heat deep within the earth. This tumultuous process imbues them with a richness and depth of color that is simply mesmerizing. Imagine a sapphire, its deep blue hue echoing the depths of the ocean, or a ruby, its fiery red reminiscent of a sunset's blaze. These colors are not just surface deep, they permeate the entire stone, creating a consistency that is a hallmark of authenticity. On the other hand, fake gemstones are often just glass or plastic dyed to mimic the color of the real deal. But here's the catch: this dyeing process is rarely perfect. It tends to result in uneven color distribution. You might spot blotches, streaks, or areas that are paler or darker than the rest. The color might be concentrated towards the surface, fading as you delve deeper into the stone. But remember, the color test is not just about spotting the fakes. It's also about appreciating the true beauty of real gemstones. Each one is unique, a testament to the incredible forces of nature that brought it into existence. The color of a real gemstone is like its fingerprint, unique, distinct, and unrepeatable. So, next time you're examining a gemstone, take a moment to really look at it. Let your eyes explore its colors, its depths. Look for the consistency, the richness, the depth, and remember, in the world of gemstones, true color never fades. The eighth and final method is the professional appraisal. This method is for those times when the other tests just aren't enough, or when you're dealing with a gemstone of significant value. You see, even with all the testing methods we've discussed, there's no substitute for years of experience and a trained eye. That's where certified gemologists and appraisers come into play. These professionals have spent years studying and handling gemstones. They know the intricacies of each gem, the subtle visual cues that aren't apparent to the untrained eye. A professional appraisal isn't just about determining if a gemstone is real or fake. It's also about gauging the quality of the gemstone and its value. So whether you're buying a gemstone for personal use or as an investment, a professional appraisal can give you the confidence you need to make an informed decision. A professional eye can be your best ally in the gemstone game. Now that we've unearthed these gemstone truths, let's reflect on what we've learned. In our journey today, we've delved deep into the fascinating world of gemstones, discovering 8 simple yet effective ways to distinguish the genuine from the fraudulent. Each method, unique in its approach, provides us with a toolkit that empowers us to ensure we're getting the real deal when it comes to these precious stones. We started with the temperature test, a method that's as cool as it sounds. By feeling the stone's temperature, we learned that real gemstones stay cooler than their environment, while imposters tend to adjust to the surrounding temperature. Then we moved on to the hardness test. Remember, gemstones are tough cookies. They can scratch glass without a sweat, while their fake counterparts might struggle. Next, we discovered the mesmerizing world of light refraction. Genuine gemstones have a unique way of playing with light, creating a sparkle that's hard to imitate. The fog test was up after that. We found out that real gemstones don't fog up like your bathroom mirror after a hot shower. They stay clear and beautiful, while fakes tend to get a bit steamy. The magnification test, our fifth method, showed us that real gemstones have natural inclusions, those tiny characteristics that make each stone unique, while fakes are usually too perfect. We then weighed our options with the weight test. Real gemstones, being dense, are heavier than they look, while their counterfeit counterparts are lighter than they appear. The color test was next. Genuine gemstones have a depth and richness of color that simply can't be mimicked. And finally, we learned the value of a professional appraisal. When in doubt, it's always a good idea to consult an expert. So, there you have it. 8 simple ways to identify real gemstones. Remember, it's not just about the sparkle, but about the authenticity that makes a gemstone truly valuable. With knowledge comes power, and with power comes the ability to distinguish real gemstones from fake ones. So go out there and shine bright like the gemstone you are.